Every small town restaurant has a story. For Sarah and John, their restaurant wasn't just a business, it was their life's work. 20 years of dedication, passion, and long hours had turned this little place into the heart of the community. In its prime, the restaurant was always full. Families gathered here for Sunday brunch, couples celebrated anniversaries, and children grew up ordering their favorite meals. This wasn't just a restaurant, it was a second home for so many. But over the years, the world around them changed. New competition opened nearby. The economy shifted, and slowly but surely, customers stopped coming. The once busy tables now sat empty. The laughter and clinking of dishes were replaced by silence. Every day, they wondered how much longer they could hold on. It wasn't just about the business. It was about everything they had poured into it. Every dollar they had saved, every late night and early morning. It all lived inside these walls. And now, it was slipping away. Each week brought fewer customers and more challenges. Sarah and John tried everything they could. Special promotions, discounts, new menu items. But nothing seemed to work. They felt like they were fighting a losing battle. Sarah remembered the early days when the restaurant had first opened. How excited they were, working side by side in the kitchen, dreaming of turning this place into something special. She could still picture the full tables, the familiar faces of regular customers, and the sound of laughter echoing through the dining room. But times had changed. The streets weren't as busy anymore, and the restaurant, once the talk of the town, had been overshadowed by newer, trendier places. But just when they were about to give up, something unexpected happened. On a quiet Thursday afternoon, the front door opened, and in walked someone who would change their lives forever. At first, Sarah barely noticed him, a man with a friendly smile and a relaxed demeanor. Just another customer, she thought. But this wasn't just anyone. This was Mr. Beast, the YouTube sensation known for his generosity and life-changing surprises. He wasn't there by accident. He had heard about their struggles and knew he could make a difference. As Sarah prepared his meal, Mr. Beast struck up a conversation. He asked how business had been lately. Sarah hesitated at first, but something about his kind demeanor made her open up. She shared everything, the long nights, the difficult decisions, and how close they had come to closing for good. As she spoke, Mr. Beast listened intently, his expression growing more serious. He saw more than just a struggling business. He saw two people who had given everything they had to a dream they loved, and he knew he couldn't just walk away. And that's when Mr. Beast made his first move. He stood up and clapped his hands, getting everyone's attention. For the rest of the day, he announced, every meal in this restaurant is free, paid for by me. The room went quiet for a second, and then the excitement started to spread. Within minutes, the once empty dining room was buzzing with life again. Friends called friends, families brought their kids, and soon every table was filled. But Mr. Beast wasn't done yet. After a few hours, he called Sarah and John over for one final surprise. He handed them an envelope with a simple note inside. It read, "This is for everything you've built. Use it to rebuild and dream even bigger." Inside was a check for $50,000, enough to pay off their debts, repair the restaurant, and give it the fresh start it needed. Sarah clutched the envelope, her hands trembling. For the first time in months, she felt the weight lifting off her shoulders. Tears welled up in her eyes as she turned to Mr. Beast. John looked at her, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "We've got a second chance," he said. "We can do this." With Mr. Beast's help, Sarah and John began the transformation. Fresh paint covered the walls, new tables and chairs replaced the worn ones, and a refreshed menu brought new life to the restaurant. They worked tirelessly, determined to make the most of this opportunity. Word spread quickly, and soon customers flooded back. Old regulars returned, and new customers filled the tables. The community rallied around them, eager to support the place they had always loved. The restaurant was alive again. The once quiet dining room was now full of laughter and conversation, just like it had been in the early days. Sometimes life gives you exactly what you need when you least expect it. For Sarah and John, that gift came from an unexpected visitor who believed in their dream and helped them rebuild. It's a reminder that kindness has the power to change everything. One act of generosity can turn a life around in ways you never imagined. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing moments and heartwarming stories. See you next time.